Hello, and welcome back to another Your Changing Child discussion. Today we're talking about why it's okay to say no to your children and why you shouldn't. So, why is it okay to say no? No. It's a word that makes some people cringe. Some people insist that children should never be told no. Others say that saying no to children is an important part of their development and growth. So, which is it? Should we or should we not say no? Now, before diving into this topic, we need to address the elephant in the room. You are not your child's friend. You are their parent. And thus, you have been given the blessing of raising your children. That's not always easy, and it is a large responsibility. One of the most important things to remember when it comes to parenting is that you are in charge, not your child. You make the final decision on what they can and cannot do. So, yes, there will be times that you are the bad guy, like Mother Gothel from Tangled, and that's okay. When you set boundaries and say no to children, you are telling them that you love them. It may not feel like it at the time when they yell at you, throw something, or cry, but in the long run, boundaries are vital in the growth of a child. Whether you have the same boundaries as another parent is another topic, but children will have boundaries in society, so it is good to start giving them now. There's also times where the word no should actually be used. If a child is about to do something dangerous, or if you would use the word no sporadically, it is okay. If a child was about to run out into the street, you wouldn't say, "Sweetie, please come back." You would say no for the child's safety. So now let's talk about why you shouldn't say no. Now, let's say one of your boundaries is toys should not be thrown in the house. If that is a boundary your child struggles with, you may find yourself saying no throwing toys in the house a lot. It is good because you are sticking with your boundary, but there's a problem. Your child will begin to tune you out. Think about it. If someone says the same thing over and over to you again, example would be, "I am so tired of this weather," what happens? You get annoyed and tune them out. Instead of saying no, there are better ways to get your child to respond. You can remind them that we have a boundary. Please don't throw toys in the house. You could break something or get someone hurt. You could question them. Why are you throwing the ball in the house? You can act dense. Did you forget that we don't throw the ball in the house? Can you remind me why we don't do that again? You can give them choices. You can either go outside and throw the ball, or you can play with something else in here without throwing things. As you can see, there are lots of ways to say no while still keeping boundaries in place. It just takes some creative thinking. In the long run, incorporating these ideas will not help not only your sanity, but also your child. Children will learn how to be respectful, responsible, disciplined, and set their own limits. This helps with problem solving, patience, and resourcefulness. And one day, they will thank you for setting boundaries for them, whether they realize it's a good thing at the time or not. Thanks for listening to another Your Changing Child discussion. I hope this helps.